Do it live. Do it live. Can you hear me? Everybody hear me? We good? We good? Breaker, no one-niner? Welcome back to Altcoin Purgatory. Just kidding. Make sure everyone can hear me. I don't know if we can hear me. Okay, let's go. Hey, what do we got? What do we got? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Volume good? Everything looks good? Okay, good. Sounds good. All right, then we can start. What do we want to kick it off with? Our beloved Link. Link's just having a pullback. We're good. Until we start breaking these lower levels. 25. If we start closing under 25, then maybe I'll start worrying. But it's going down a little bit just because the rest of the market's on hesitation. Although I think Cardano's still rolling up, right? Last I looked. Go look at Bitcoin. If I can get to it. Is it safe to put your money in Alt at the moment? Well, it depends on your time frame of mind. If you don't mind losing in the next few months, if you want to put it in now and not look at it or worry about it for another year or so, then yeah, it's a good time. But generally when markets are this extended as they are, when you see moves like that, it's usually not the wisest of moves to get in up here. All right, we got 10 people in. Xlm still holding strong. We got the Darth Maul death candle going on earlier. This is on the 2 hours, so that was this morning. Look a little bit. And you guys have Xlm? Scroll down in the chat. You can come in. You can say hi. Sorry, my daughter wants to say hi to everybody. We'll be on a live stream. You'll appear in a minute. It's a delay. There you go.
Hi.
So my son was on the last one, and she wanted to be on this one. So, all right, she's gone. Chris asked if I've talked about SNX. Not today. We just started. We've only been going 3 minutes, but I do have a video on that. I don't know if you've seen that. We can go look at SNX though. I was gonna do. Someone was asking about Zcash. You know, Zcash had a lot of strength going into the end of the last bull market, but you can see we still have a ways to go to get back to those levels. I mean, it was trying to hold lines with Ethereum back in this levels. I was actually considering back in this day at the end of this bull run. I was considering either Zcash back in this area or Ethereum. Luckily, I chose Ethereum. I was educated. All right. So, but my point, lose train of thought. It isn't a good uptrend. You know, if you could see, you can kind of draw this parallel channel here on Zcash. I know probably a lot of you don't give two shits about Zcash, but it is one of the ones that I don't think has actually had a super move yet and has potential. So you can see this channel. So that's just since this year. Well, since the past year, I guess. But you can see the cup formation that it's forming on the as some of the other alts are. So we're coming up to the top line here. So if this breaks this level, might be a good buy. Just something to keep in your back pocket. What else are we looking at? Litecoin, I just had it up. I can pull it back up. So Litecoin's looking very similar to that Zcash move, right? Look at that. If you zoom in, see the round bull. Look at that. So if we're getting above, we start making closing candles above here. Yeah, we could be good to go again. I still think altcoins have plenty of room to run here. If you watch my video from this morning, I think that Ethereum is going to be kind of the altcoin gauge until we have kind of like a final blow off move from Ethereum. I think we're still good. You might say that's a blow off move, but no, I'm looking at we'd have something almost vertical, I believe, before, and then even after that, like altcoins should move right after that, and then we'll be, I think we could be headed down. Now that could be another week, it could be another 3 months, but that's what I would look for. Obviously, when I think that's happening, I'll definitely tell you guys. I'll either do a live stream or I will, make a video or whatever. I'll kind of warn you before the end. Now, anything could happen in the meantime. I'm not saying like we have to keep going up, but if Bitcoin could decide tomorrow to go back to $29,000 and everything would be destroyed. But that's what I want to look for. Avax, yeah, we can go. Avalanche, yeah, that's a good one. That's broken out a lot in the past few days. Look at it on Tether. Look at that. Yeah, January was basically unheard of by everybody. But last year, I mean, nobody was getting in at this point. So this is what it's done, just because some of the bigger crypto YouTubers have started talking about it. So yeah, as of getting in now, that's generally not a wise decision. You don't usually want to chase moon rockets 200% in one day. Basically, it's gone up. It's 200% above its 20. I mean, these moving averages are not even worth looking at. This is a moon rocket. If you got in back here, good. I would consider having some stop losses in place, because this is certainly not sustainable to look like that. But they're going places. Avalanche is going to play a key role in this market cycle, I believe. I think it was not even in the top 100 about a month ago. Then it was top 40, and now I think it just broke top 20. Now it's 17. So it's 300% in the past week, 320%. Yeah, it's the bee's knees right now. But if you've heard about it and it's pumping like that, it's usually too late. Doesn't mean it can't keep going up, but you've kind of missed out on a bunch of rockets. If you can get in and move on the second one, see how it moves up and then it kind of levels off. When you have vertical walls, it's generally not a good idea to be buying. Doesn't mean it can't go to 100 tomorrow. But if it ever does come back down to these levels, to, under $20, maybe it might be worth picking up a little bit. Because I do see this being around for the long haul. Any coin that makes those kind of moves that quick, usually pretty good. Over 4.4 billion, pretty strong. 30,000, it's still early, but I mean, just knowing that it's made that kind of move that quickly, generally not great. Unless you're in it for the long term, like I say. If you don't mind it coming back down to $20 next week or next month, and then going back to, 300 next year, then good. What will the price be of Chainlink tomorrow at 9 a.m.? Let me get my crystal ball. Hang on. Oh, I don't have one. Yeah, I can't make predictions. Next minute, I can't. Yeah, you don't know the price. I don't know how. I don't even know how to take that. Yes, Chris, it's risky to get in to Avax right now. That is an insane move. Loop ring, I can do. Thanks, Jeff. Killing me. Loop ring. Did we get Litecoin? Did we cover everything? Did anybody want to see some more on this? I think I started talking about it and then jumped around to Ethereum. But yeah, this is looking good. This is a good formation setup. This is not, moon launched yet, so to speak. So, but look at the moving averages starting to spike up. So that could be a potential one. Certainly, you don't want, if you're considering buying this, you'd either want to wait technically until like it's closed above here, so 185, 190, if you're for at least a few days. But then you could potentially miss out on a move if it springs out. So maybe you set a buy order right above 200, and if it breaks that, it should continue. But if you start breaking 160 and below that, that could spell some trouble in the short term. But that's just what I see in 2 seconds. Yeah, do you like that? I posted that Sergey bought that smart contracts URL 8 days before the Bitcoin white paper was posted. So, I mean, do the math, do the thinking behind that. Pretty interesting. Ravencoin. Wait, there was a loop ring. Let me do that before. Avax. Someone asked about Avax earlier, so Avax risky, short term. Because did you see that triangle I drew? Someone on our last live stream probably. Someone asked about that, and I had the top drawn. Look what we did. Anytime you get a big move up, then consolidation with higher lows, and you can draw a top line like that, and you start closing above that, 2 candles, then you know you're going to move up. That's all your confirmation. Now we're already in our second leg move up, so again, the farther you get away from these moving averages, the riskier it gets. But until you could theoretically draw like a little, look how straight that line is. So if you want to do that in the mean term, if you already have some, then I'd watch that level. This is on the daily chart, so it's a little bit more weight than like an hourly or 4 hour. So it's a nice channel that you're in. You're gonna break that out. Not much of a top line though. Nice bottom line. So your top line is pretty weak because it's just balancing on one point. But if you think that's maybe like a bubble though, you could bring this down to be like your solid channel. That'd be like your midpoint. So this is kind of like the high end, so you could think of it that way. Cardano, had that up. Cardano's move is nuts. Yeah, it's killer right now. We made that video was this morning, right? Cardano video, or is that last night? I can't remember. They all run together now. But Cardano in the short term, I mean, look at the move. Now, can it get to? Someone asked if it was going to get to $5. I mean, I certainly think it could get to $5 in by the end of this bull market or within the next couple years, of course, but I don't know about next week or tomorrow kind of thing. This is especially not after the move that we're in. I mean, we're already 200% above the 21-week average. Historically speaking, coins don't just go that high and then do another 200% move. It's just unlikely unless it's a blow off top, which I don't think it is yet. So if it's not, I don't see this being sustainable for the next few weeks. Maybe another week after this, if you get one more candle, I mean, theoretically, yeah, you could be over an all-time high area, which is around this line here, 140-ish. That's not that far to go for Cardano. It's another 50% or so. Yeah, it could make an all-time high. Certainly before we get a retest, if altcoins still have more than think, which I think they do. I mean, it could do that, but like I said in my video this morning, the higher you're buying off of the 21-week average, the riskier your short-term move is. If you're buying down here and you get a 10-20% drop, who cares? If you're buying here and you get a 10-20% drop, you're probably going to be making multiple trips to the bathroom, if you catch my drift. So that's just what I look at it. That's the way I look at moves like this. You don't really want to chase something that's already lifted off. You want to try to get in on the ground level and catch this move. Be in at this level or even this level. Would be fantastic, but no one talks about coins when they're down here. Everyone waits until they're mooning to start buying in. Not generally wise in the short term. Junk wood. I'm scared to even look. Our awesome rank of 2714. Okay. We'll look at it because we're on a live stream, but oh my god, look at that jump. Now guys, with market caps, there's not even a market cap. So just this is called speculative gambling. When you get in coins like this, especially with someone I've seen this price and a coin this low down, we can go look, but normally unadvisable by 5-day crypto. Hard to do any analysis with something this young as well. So I mean, there's a lot of gaps, just not much market cap to fill the gaps in the short time frame. So it's hard to even look at this. But if I could give you a positive, I mean, maybe you have a loose bull flag here. So you move up, down, this way. So if you start closing up here, then maybe you can make a move, clear this level. Then you could be in, you know, maybe have something that at the end of this little altcoin cycle. It's easier to move this kind of money than to make a Bitcoin 100% move. So I mean, if you want to put a little bit and just gamble with it, like Mark Cuban says, it's better than buying a lottery ticket. Dogecoin, he said that on Dogecoin, if you guys got that. He said he bought some for his son just to learn how to get the market moves. It's pretty funny. All right, that's all on that. What do we have up here? Market cap. Hey, we got 25 people in there. That's pretty good. 73 playbacks. We're looking good. You got 70 chunks with your mom's card? That's pretty funny. ADA. good price to start selling. So I don't really look at it based on price. If you're still buying and selling based on price levels, you're kind of doing it wrong. You want to buy based on a certain level of indicators, which I have indicators that I use, and then your moving averages, your amount above your moving average. So if you're just gambling and throwing money in coins, you either need to buy and hold. Not financial advice, but this is what you do. If you don't have any experience, just buy and hold a couple coins for the long term. The more you trade, the less experience you have, the more you're going to lose by the odds. So if you're looking to buy on price or anything, it depends on where you bought this, right? So if you've done a 2x already, maybe put in a stop loss somewhere soon in case it retraces against you, because when this comes down, it's going to fall hard. Now this could also 2x next week. It's going to be $1.50 next week. We don't know. If it does another one of these tomorrow, you'd be well over $1 tomorrow. But just keep that in mind. The higher you go, the more risk it is. If you bought in here, look where it's been, guys. If you're getting into ADA now, I mean, look here. Look how much time you had. You had years to get in under 15 cents. Years. It was 2 cents in March. You didn't know that. 2 cents. Can we go over Atom? Yeah, we can go over Atom. I do have a video on Atom too, if you're new. You can go back and look at my video. I think I made that yesterday, maybe. Whoop. All right, so here we are in Atom, making a good move up. You had your line up here. Then you had, well, if I could draw it correctly, it'd be cool. Well, you see you had your top line here, just like right there. See the dotted line? You can see the cursor. You had almost all altcoins were forming this formation. Then once you break out of your top line, I mean, that's what these are for. So it's looking good now, but again, we're getting to the end of these moves, guys. We might have another week or a month, but this is going to come to an end at some point. Be aware. Could be tomorrow, could be a week or a month, a couple months, but these moves are the sign that it's not the sign that we're getting ready to kick off stuff. SNX. I got a video on SNX if you haven't found it. I can do GRT. So GRT is a younger one as well, but looking good. You see once you break your lid line, just like I talk about in all the other coins. So your scoop up, back test, and then zoom out. So this could still have some potential up, but it's already made a heck of a move since not that long ago, January 12th. I mean, about a month. Up 460% in a month. Over 400% still holding. So if you bought in here, you're sitting good. Maybe you can let it ride, because theoretically this should be your new support if it comes back down. So if you bought in here, you're golden. If you bought up in here, maybe it's time to start thinking about, setting some stop losses if we get a sharp correction. This should theoretically continue to move. There's no warning signs here that it's super extended yet, even with this move. Says potential still. Yeah, Brandon, I still anticipate Chainlink still having more gas in the tank. I would be shocked if we're not over 30 before a retracement. So if you know what I mean, like this is not like the end of the bull market or anything by any means, but Bitcoin's going to have to retest its 21-week or 20-week moving average at some point in the next week, 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that. It has to test it again. It's normal. Everybody will scream and run for the hills that, you know, we're going back to another bear market, but we're not. We're going to go test that. And when that happens, all altcoins will get crashed pretty hard. All these moves will be erased relatively quickly. So, yeah, I do think that Chainlink will make, who knows when. If we go over to the daily, put it back on auto. Yeah, for Chainlink, I would be shocked if we don't get up in this area, at least in this section, before our retracement and Bitcoin will come back down. Now, I don't know where this is going to come back down at. We got to see where the top is first. If we get like another blow off top like this with Chainlink, I mean, we're going to be up in this area. You can see that move. So the time this started its last push here is 182%. So if we got anything close to that this time, if we started like today, I mean, look at these prices. I don't know if we'll get a move that big because our market cap was much lower back then. And I think we are in for diminishing returns on coins as far as explosive moves. So, but even if 100% move from here, we're over $50. So I think we could possibly do that this year for sure. And it doesn't look like it's that insane, right? To do over the next 8 months. So that's what I have for that. What's up, Asian Punk? I haven't seen you in a while. Of course, I haven't done a live stream in a while. I think last live stream I had maybe 350 subscribers. Now we're at 12, almost 1,200, I think. We've been exploding. I was only at, I got a little chart here. I mean, I was like 3 days ago, I was at 800. We've like almost, 400 in a few days. So appreciate everybody if you're new here. Yeah, look at this link chart. This is on a log scale, so if it looks a little different than what you've seen, there's the regular. On a log scale, it looks even more bullish, right? So if we zoom out to 100 on link, that'll be, so here's your, there we go. $100 line, right in this area by 2022. So there's like our 100 mark. So that doesn't seem that far off, even on the log scale. You just continue this move. Doesn't look super insane to me. Take it off the log scale. Looks a little more insane, right? That would be the move that Chainlink would have to do. Something like that. You never know. We're gonna have a pullback sometime soon, so maybe instead of doing this slow motion, maybe we have a move up and then a back down, and then continue and have like another top. Never know. Yeah, thanks for hitting the like button, guys. I know it's hard to remember to do that, or maybe you just hate me, and that's fine too. What else are we looking at? Did I miss anybody's stuff? XLM, we talked about it a little bit. I do have a video on that too. I have a couple of videos on XLM, so I suggest you go watch those, but I can certainly pull it back up again. Here is XLM. Still looking good. Move up, simmer off, move up, simmer off, move up. But we're looking for a bigger move up, I think. I think we're due for another, see this candle here, these candles. Hasn't really done that this time. So I think it's kind of waiting around, just like Chainlink. Some altcoins haven't really done their big move yet. So I think that maybe this XLM is part of that. So we're going to wait for this. I think altcoins are kind of on hold because of Bitcoin's kind of freaked out, you know, today. Who knows if Bitcoin's done and can just, if it just does something like this, up and down, this is where alts will start exploding. Back in where this move happened, this is where alts started moving again. See that little, just that little straight part? Alts move. Back in this part, this is when Chainlink went from $2 to $20. Sideways movement from Bitcoin equals altcoin explosions. So that's what we want to look for. We don't want Bitcoin to start going nuts and do this and then down and then, yeah, that's disastrous for altcoins. Because if Bitcoin drops 10%, altcoins are dropping 20% or more. Bitcoin goes up 10%, altcoins are moving 1% or less. Seems like, right? So when Bitcoin's got the reins, nothing else really can move. Bitcoin sideways, altcoins explosions. Cardano's at 90. Oh my gosh. Oh, 92. Well, it's having a blow off. If you're, I have quite a few Cardano coins as well, so I might be looking to at least lock in some profits relatively soon, because this move is, or at least take a little bit off the table. This is pretty extended on the day. I mean, it started off today at 70 cents. So today's candle is already up 30% just today. If you're wondering where I'm seeing that, look at these top numbers here. You can go to any candle and look what each move was. That's the biggest candle of Cardano's history, looks like to me. 30% in one day. Some food for thought there. Yeah, I like XLM. I got 2 videos on that too, if you want to watch those. ICX, I can do ICX. Yeah, Hayden, when Bitcoin moves, altcoins, I guess what I should say, when Bitcoin moves down, altcoins will move down with it. Certainly on harsh drops. Now, it could slowly bleed out and just do trickle effect, kind of like it's doing now, would be ideal. If tomorrow we can hold this and just move back up a little bit, maybe 46, the next day down to 44, then back up to like 45.5, and just kind of slowly trickle down like that, then altcoins have plenty of room to run. If it goes sideways like it did back in July, August, over the summer, we're going to have, hopefully we do this, and then we'll have our true alt season, and you'll see altcoins making moves like this. You'll see a true alt season and the blow off tops. You'll see 40, 50%, 100% moves every day for a week out of coins. It gets nutty. And then people get greedy and start FOMOing in, and then it just super corrects and you just get destroyed. Now, since we're just starting the bull market, you will more than likely get bailed out. So if you do get destroyed, not financial advice, but more likely than not, if you don't sell, you'll sometime in the short term you can recover. But just know that the higher we go, the riskier it gets and everything. We got to keep an eye on ADA. XLM still looking good. What we got? ICX. Go with Kraken. Oh my gosh. So it's having a heck of a move today too. up 38% today. So that's its breakout here. Hopefully you're already in this. When you have these kind of moves, it's not generally wise to get on the top. If you got in back here, you're sitting pretty happy. Up 38%. Anything that goes up 38% a day, you should be pretty happy with. I mean, people leave money in the stock market hoping to make 8 to 10% in a year. You're making 40% in a day. You're ahead of the curve. Maybe anytime I have a 30% day, I usually just sell a little bit. Lock it in, just in case. You never know. Yeah, Xlm. I got 2 videos, and we talked about it earlier in the stream. But since nobody else has got anything else, I think I covered. Did I cover everybody else's coin? I can go back and do Xlm. But as far as ICX, it's looking good. Macro trend, look at that. So you have your high, higher high, higher high. Now this looks a little insane, right? With this, sorry, I didn't mean to draw that. Let me delete that. Look at the move comparatively in the macro trend. Obviously, this is looking a little unnatural, right? Look, anytime it gets that extended, look at this extension. It looks very similar to this, just a little bit bigger, right? So just something to keep in mind. Usually the higher it goes, the less sustainable it is. The higher it goes, the quicker, I should say. So up 40% in a day. I mean, even if it comes down, back down tomorrow, hopefully you didn't, if you bought up here, might be waiting a little bit. But that is a heck of a move. Starting from our Christmas capitulation, up 300% at one time. Currently sitting 270% up, so just depends on where you bought it. Sometimes I'll sell to stable coins in bull markets. More often than not, I will sell to other coins. So my favorite 2 coins to trade between are Link and Ethereum. So I usually just trade back and forth in those. Or like if we have this blow off top, like if you see Ethereum doing something like this, then yeah. Or Chainlink or whatever altcoin you're in, I'll be converting back to USDC more than likely. And the only reason you really go to USDC is because you want to remain, decentralized, or you want to earn interest. Otherwise, just pull it out to USD and, go buy either a Ferrari or Lamborghini, whatever your choice is. Or if you don't have that much in the market, maybe you could just buy the model cars like this guy. Buy the Ferrari F50. It was from our video this morning. We do a car of the day if you're a new subscriber or watcher. We do a car of the day every day. Something different. Keep it different from the rest of the channel. So I do a little bit of, if you guys haven't noticed lately in my videos, I'm putting like little 0.1 second snippets of memes or images or something. If you watch any of my stuff. I think it's fun. It adds the fun for me. Is this what you want? I know Crow is crypto.com, but I feel like this doesn't look correct. Does this look correct to whoever asked for this? Jeremy? Thanks, Dustin. Someone likes it. I laugh when I'm fine. And I don't ever, like, those images I put in, those aren't, like, pre-planned. I go back and watch my video and, like, if I see, like, the thought pop in my head, I just go find on the internet, like, a little snippet or HD picture and I throw it in there. It's pretty funny. Keeps me entertained anyway. I guess this looks like it. Is this it, guys? Crypto.com. I don't follow it, so I don't know what I'm really looking at here. This doesn't look like the other coins. I mean, that's a heck of a roller coaster. I don't know what did some news come out late last quarter or last end of last year, the fourth quarter. This looks horrifying. So, yeah, I mean, obviously this has potential to do this again, but you want to get those moving averages sorted back out. It looks like it's trying to, but I mean, this could just fizzle out as well, just as easy. Let me put this back on auto so we can see something. So right now you're coming back up to this. If this starts crossing back up the yellow line over the green line with conviction, and we start crossing these back up, then yeah, it's got some potential to start going back up again, but I'm not sure what happened here. This looks like usually like some kind of a black swan event, or they came out some bad news or something like that. That's what I see on that. Yeah, cola, 8 at $1. Is it at $1? 92. Yeah, I mean, it's like if you watch my video I made just this morning on Cardano, like 97 cents. It's kind of like the local top. I think you're going to get some resistance there. You're either going to get resistance or you're going to plow through it like butter. But already being up 30% on the day, and you're coming into resistance after a huge move. Now, if you're 97 cents was right here at this line, and then you do this move, then yeah, sure, maybe it's worth it to keep hanging on. But when you're coming up to resistance after already pulling a move like this, more likely that's going to hold as resistance. So it doesn't have to happen, especially in a bull market. It's hard to predict, especially with all this momentum all these coins have right now. But that's what I would at least warn you about if I had anything to warn you. 97 cents is kind of I think going to be between 97 and $1 is going to be kind of the local top of resistance. So if you bust through that, then you're theoretically you have till $1.40, which is the all-time high, before you have any more. That's what I'd look for if you want to take some profits and lock in, or set a stop loss down here in case it does correct. That would be a smart thing, in my opinion. Algo, we can go look at Algo. Massive tidal wave. Looks like the ocean water just like hurricane blasting up over a wall. So this is, yeah, I think I talked about this in one of my videos. It broke out of the lid line and it's confirmed many candles above it. So I think we talked about it back in this area even. How if you get your second closing candle above it, which looks like it was probably right here, then you're going to keep moving higher. Looks still looking good. It's got plenty of momentum. Look at all these moving averages. It's looking like a good solid thing. But like I say, the farther you get from these moving averages, the riskier it is. It's not usually wise to buy in up here. You want to look for these patterns as they're playing out, and then try to buy or set your buys like just above here in case it takes off, and then a stop loss just in case it breaks down off of resistance. So that's what I am trying to help you guys do. Look for patterns early. Now in a bull market like this and already been exploding, it's tough to give you a whole lot to look for because everything's just euphoric right now, and you can basically pick blindly and you still look like you're doing good. Yeah, I just did a quantum video about 30 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago. 34 viewers, so I think that's our record on a live stream, as pathetic as that is. Thanks for everyone for being here. If you want to hit the thumbs up, that would be cool. Yeah, I don't really have an opinion on XRP. I'm kind of waiting. I gotta wait till see what the news does. I think that's gonna settle in the next month or so, right? I think that'll kind of determine the future of XRP. Good formation on Algo, though. Link's still trying to slowly move back up. Link on the 5-minute. So I use a couple different platforms for trading. Robert asks what kind of platforms I recommend. So I use Coinbase Pro, not Coinbase. Regular Coinbase has pretty high fees. Kind of for beginners. It's good. I recommend it, Coinbase, just for beginners, just for ease of use. But other than that, I'd recommend moving to Coinbase Pro. Much lower fees. Looks more professional. I also use Phemex, PHEMEX. They have basically no fees. Like a monthly, you just pay like $20 a month or something like that. It's pretty low, and you get free trades. So if you trade a lot, I mean, it's worth it. I also have Binance US. So all three of those I like. Yeah, Coinbase, if you guys don't know, Coinbase, you can do like little quizzes on your phone. Takes you like 5 minutes. They'll give you free money. I've accumulated like over $100 for free, like just by taking 5-minute questionnaires. So if you don't know that, I mean, even if you don't have Coinbase, download it and go do those questionnaires and then get money. It's free money. Jeremy's asking, at the end of the run, how much would you leave in the pot for Bitcoin and ETH? Like what run? Like the blow up top when we all end in like a year or whatever? Whenever like that end? Or you mean like the end of like the alt season end? Those are two very big differences. And I've been asked both questions lately, so that's why I don't know which one you're asking. Thanks, Cyber. That's why I started my channel, is just to try to combat all the people that are just shilling stuff they're getting paid for, or Ethereum's going to $27,000 next week. Stuff like that is ridiculous. So I'm trying to combat those guys and try to keep the market more even keel and level-headed and actually make money. Buena Park, if Link continues to lag, at what time frame would you change your bullish bias? I'm not going to, but Chainlink is going to be around for the long haul. It's if you don't know, if you're considering abandoning Chainlink, I would go read more. I'm not going to abandon my bullish bias. I think Chainlink will be in the top 5 coins by the end of this cycle, and perhaps top 3, right behind Ethereum. And I think once it does that, I don't think it's going anywhere. I think Chainlink is one market cycle behind Ethereum. I think it could do the same prices as Ethereum at some point. I'm not saying now, but maybe 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 3 market cycles from now. Mathematically, it has a chance to hit $1,000 at some point. If you guys don't follow Benjamin Cowan, real smart guy. He has like 2 master's degrees, worked for NASA, SpaceX, does a lot of mathematical based computational stuff with crypto. So he mapped out a mathematical proven map for Chainlink to get to 1,000 and calculated if it was possible. And he's got a video that says, can Chainlink get to 1,000? So I would suggest go watch that. Ben is one of the few guys, pretty much the only guy I follow, besides doing my own research. So I've been following him since the beginning, just like some of you guys are following me now. I don't claim to be as smart as Ben. I don't think anyone is. I think Ben Cowan is the smartest guy on YouTube, but maybe I can make up for in my bubbly personality, my memes, and my videos for his smarts. So that's my goal. And I got a better microphone than him. He has 100,000 followers, and we're smashing his microphone. Xlm's on the move. Man, Ada's making moves as well. Ada's 93. Watch the 97 level for Ada. 97 cents to $1 if you're into Ada. We'll go back to Xlm. What did I draw there? So yeah, you're almost like at a loosely based. Now this is loosely. Let's go with me on this, but you're a loose lid here. But technically, you could get a little bit of a pattern out of that, right? Just kind of like you did for some of the other coins. But this is very suspect. But still, it's holding that lid line as support. If it keeps moving again, it's going to keep going higher. Looking pretty good for Stellar. Go watch my video if you haven't seen my video on Stellar. It's pretty good. That's my #1 video. I think I have 10,000 views on it. Most of my videos average like 500 views. I got 10,000 for some. I still have no idea why. Let's go look at Link. So I assume you're talking about a lower time frame. The 21 crossing the 50, yeah. So these, like I said, these don't technically matter the farther down you go. It's only in the 30 minutes. So now if you see this kind of move on the daily chart or the weekly chart, then you're in some serious trouble. But the lower time frames, not so bad. Just kind of general trends. You can see all the tangles we've gotten. We're still making higher highs and all-time highs. If you go up to the daily though, and then you see this come back down now at this time, then you're going to be in trouble. See back here. This was kind of your fake out when we had our capitulation. This only dipped because of this right here. But it's been pretty good. I mean, we did break all-time high last night, right? Sorry, just reading the chat here. All right, let's see. Hey, yeah, so you joined Ben's group. That's cool. Yeah, I've been with Ben since early since he had a few thousand subscribers, which was about a year and a half ago, I think. So that's good. He's got a good group going. Any altcoin recommendations? I just took some profits and looking for something to do with some of it. I'd say if you took some profits, that's probably, you know, I don't want to give you financial advice, but I mean that's a pretty good sell since altcoins are just absolutely catapulting right now. It's generally not a great idea to chase the top of pumps like this. I'm not saying this is the top, but when something's moving up 40% in a day, all altcoins seem to be moving, so I don't really have any recommendations to get into right now. I don't know if I'd ever just like blatantly give you a recommendation. because everyone's different. Everyone's different on what the amount of profits they want to make, what their length of buy hold is. You got to figure all that out before you just start throwing money in. You got to remember, only 3% of people investing make money. Yep, profits are good. Thanks, Simon. We hit 1,000. Yeah, we hit 1,000 subscribers about this time last night. So I think we're already at like over 1,100. I think. Yeah, we've hit like 400 new subscribers in the past 2 or 3 days. So we're doing great. Algo, I can do Algo again. We did Algo earlier, but we can do it again. So the macro trend algo in the bull, remember that from the video. You got your lid line up here. You break that, 2 candles out. So now we're starting to get extended. Let's see what kind of move we are. This is our daily, currently 40%. So there's a lot of coins that are well above that, 80-90% above their 21-day moving averages. So this could still have some room to run, especially after playing this out for the past 6 months or so, right? So this is still a strong move, especially this candle. This candle's looking good. If that closes, we got 22 in the daily, so 22 minutes. Yeah, we got 22 minutes to the close, so we're gonna at least watch the daily close on all these coins, see where they end up. But this is a very bullish candle right here. When you have a long wick at the bottom, you can think of it like a rocket. So that's the fire at the bottom. It's going to go up. If you have the fire at the top, it's pushing it down. See, like this one down here? Not really a good sign. Fire up top, rockets going down. Easy way to remember it if you're new. This is very good. If this closes like this at this level, I would expect this move to continue. We got 38. Thanks for all the likes, guys. Appreciate it. If you guys missed it, if you're just joining, my daughter was on earlier for like 5 seconds. If you want to see her, she said hi and then ran off. I was like maybe 5 or 10 minutes into the stream. Yeah, but we're starting to. St. Resin asks, do I think everything is still in price discovery? Yeah, everything could have a little bit more of a move in it, but we are approaching. We could be approaching the top. I feel like, at least in the short term. I'm not saying we're going to have another bear market next, but Bitcoin at some point has to retrace, and it has to confirm back in that 21 week. When that does, altcoins are going to just get destroyed in the short term. So just be ready for that. If you're in the money now, consider setting a stop loss or something, at least so you have some profit and you don't watch all your money come right back to you. Now, we could still do 2x from altcoins for now, or 10x or whatever. We don't know when the end is going to come, but that's what to look for. And if you missed my video earlier, or my live stream earlier, if you're just joining us, I think Ethereum is going to be the kind of the deciding factor in when alt season is ending. I don't think Ethereum has had its final blow-off move yet. I think we're going to see a nice run-up, maybe over 2,000, 2,500, even 3,000 is, I think, possible if it has a big blow-off top like this move. Once Ethereum really starts moving, that's when you need to start getting your warning signs out. Warning flags, get a plan in place. Because after Ethereum starts exploding, that's kind of the blow-off top. Altcoins might continue after Ethereum settles down, but when they crash, it's going to crash quick and hard. So just be ready. It doesn't mean everything's going to turn bearish for months or weeks. Bitcoin's just got to test this 21 week again, which it's still devastatingly high above. This price, which it's currently at right now, will have to touch this. It does it every bull market in the past 10 years. You go up, have a big blow off, you correct 30-40%, you go up, have a blow off, come back 30-40%, and then your final blow off top, which I think is still well over a year away from this kind of move. And I think Bitcoin will go well above $100,000 when this move happens. Maybe closer to 200,000. But I don't know if I see Bitcoin getting to 300, 400, 500,000 this market cycle. Obviously in the long term I do see that. I just don't think, I could be wrong, but just based on everybody I follow and what I've seen for myself, I don't know if Bitcoin has the strength in it to get to 300,000, 500,000 or so in the next year or two. Next market cycle, sure. Cardano's at 95. Man, Cardano's making the moves. Certainly the market leader in the top 10 right now. Keep in mind on Cardano, if you have Cardano, I'm calling like for big resistance between 97 cents and $1. So if you start seeing a rejection and go back down here, it could be done for the short term anyway. Doesn't mean you can't have some consolidation for a few days or a week and then shoot up again, but we want to watch for Ethereum to start making a move again. I don't think alt season is done until Ethereum has maybe a 20% daily candle or something like that. Only 8% on this week, or a 20% weekly candle if I said daily. Sorry about that. We're going to have a big move out of Ethereum before alt season ends, I believe. Yeah, I think $1 is going to be a psychological resistance on Cardano. I said in my video that I made this morning, it'll either just smash through it like it's nothing, or it's going to struggle with it for a while. I do think Cardano will be at least a few dollars, maybe 3 to 5 by the end of this cycle. Now, in the short term, we could come all the way back down 40, 50 cents. I think when Bitcoin corrects back to the 21 week, almost every altcoin, if not every altcoin, will also come back down and maybe even below their 21 weeks. So just keep that in mind as well. Cardano is 21 week is 30 cents. I've got a pretty nice stack. Joy asks if I would add to my Cardano if it pops above its lid and add my position. I've had, if you're watching my video from this morning, I bought way back in here on ADA. I bought back in this area. And I bought a pretty big stack when I was starting out. And I've just held it through all this. So I've been down to 2 cents. But I have enough that I don't need to add. I'm just going to hold until the end of this cycle. Then I'll probably sell some. Or if we get, I'll sell 5 or 10% if we get closer to 97 cents to $1, which could happen at any minute, apparently. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Coinbase not having Cardano listed. It's like a little ridiculous to have the number 4 coin out of 8,000 coins and not have Cardano. Hopefully they do that soon. My stream's acting up. Can you guys still see me? It looks like it stopped. Let me look. It looks like it says it's healthy, but I don't see anything on the screen. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Yeah, thinking of converting half a Bitcoin into algo today. I mean, I really don't want to give like financial advice, but I mean, it's not the worst idea I've ever heard. But you gotta watch for this. These are very extended, so you just don't know. If Bitcoin trends sideways, altcoins will continue to boom. So everything depends on Bitcoin. We want Bitcoin to just chop around a little bit. Do one of these moves. If Bitcoin does this, altcoins will just catastrophically explode. And it'll leave all these prices in the dust. We'll have an actual alt season blow off, and we're good. Yeah, it looks like my video's back, so I don't know if did it pause at all? Actually, I haven't covered DOT tonight, so we can go look at DOT. We gotta keep ADA up because it's going berserk. That's another early coin, but I think it's got a lot of potential. I do see it being in the top 5 by the end of this cycle. I think Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, Cardano, and Polkadot will be in the top 5 by the end of this market cycle. And I've said that since I started making videos, so I'm not hopping on the DOT. I mean, I was buying DOT back in this area, so I've been buying DOT and Cardano for a long time, and Chainlink. That's looking good. I mean, it just ran into. It looks like it almost ran into its moving average again, and it didn't even hesitate. So this is still very strong on that. When you start moving into these big moving averages, and then you confirm and break out, then you almost touch and then break out, and then you're getting farther and farther each time. That's getting very bullish. See how it separates? Touches there, even goes below it for briefly, and then almost touches there a little bit farther away, and now we're even farther away before it makes its next move up. It's a good sign. Just power behind those moves. All right, well, we've been going for 68 minutes now. So we got 10 minutes until our close, our daily close. Yeah, Joy, that's a reasonable amount, 10-20%, unless you have like, unless you're looking at something like this and it's like all the signs are there that it's going to explode and we're getting ready to enter. Yeah, the only reason I would put a big amount in is if you're getting in before a move happens and you think this is going to come. If you're getting on the ground floor, I would put more in. Other than that, yeah, 10-20% is a good starting point. XMP, did you spell that right? I try to do whatever coins you guys want, but I gotta be able to look them up. Link's still hanging around. Seems like it's been around 26 for a while. On the 5-minute, Cardano's looks like we're getting a little bit of a retracement here, maybe. Maybe not. Still looking good. All right, Joy asked a good question. If I get my Bitcoin. So Joy asks if Bitcoin goes sideways, the 21 would come up to meet it. So wouldn't it further extend the rally? Well, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna paintbrush out here. So if it goes sideways, yes, this will continue to move up for a while, and then it will flatten off. But that's if Bitcoin just goes like this. What would cause it to flatten off is with drops. So this, at some point, it's going to have a candle or something like this. And this is where alts will just get, if it drops 10-20%, alts will do double that usually. So that's what we're looking for. Yeah, obviously, if Bitcoin just keeps going sideways, at some point, this would tailor off, usually below it, and slowly rise. But maybe that could happen this bull market. I don't see that it just going sideways for more at some point, because the only reason altcoins are blowing up is because people are withdrawing their money from Bitcoin. That's called the trickle-down effect, and that's what leads to alt seasons, is people realize that Bitcoin's running out of juice, and they want to go to Ethereum, which is the king of altcoins. And then once Ethereum starts dying out, they pull that out and start throwing in the higher risk, lower market cap altcoins, and that's what leads to that. That's how that works. That's, if you guys don't know, that's how alt season happens. The money from this leaves. So if money from Bitcoin leaves, it's going down. Now, what we want to do is go slowly like that, and then you can meet your 21 week. If you got a catastrophic drop, like 20% in a day or something like that, that's going to be devastating for altcoins, and it could happen. So and if you look at the previous bull market cycles, we did get 30-40% drops within a week or two. That's huge jumps. I think this, sorry for the stupid scale, but like this pullback was 40%. This is 50%. These are towards the end of the cycle when everyone's euphoric. You have like 3 months of just bullish candles in a row, and then 1 month you go from 3,000 down to, that's 50% drop. Those are huge. If we went 50% drop from here, you know how much people would freak out at $22,000 Bitcoin? People would call Bitcoin back to zero. All the news headlines would come back out. I got some subscribers that are pretty funny. Hey, CyberX. Yeah, I've been in the crypto almost 5 years now. I've been trading stocks before that. I know I look a little young, but I'll be 38 Saturday, so I do this full time. This is my only job. I have wife, family, nice house, nice cars, and I paid for it all with crypto, so these are good questions to ask. You want to ask other people that as well and see what they respond, because I have a disturbing feeling that most people giving advice on YouTube aren't that successful, like, to put it nicely. Oh, CyberX, you must be doing good. There's not a whole lot of people that have been in crypto more than a few years. Or this year. A lot of people are onboarding like since in the past few weeks, honestly. 29 viewers. If we start falling too much, we'll just probably end it. I've been trying to help you guys, but I gotta figure out a way to grow the live stream. I never have very many live streamers. Aave. Yeah, we can go look at Aave. Sorry if the chat's like a little slow or whatever, but I don't know why it like sometimes it lags. I have a video on Aave too if you're new. Hard to say anything negative about that. That is insane. Since this year. So January 1st we started out and we went up only 600%, so amazing. Still looking bullish, honestly. You got your flat line down here. You're flat. You're kind of in this channel now, right now. See, like this little square, it's kind of starting to form. So we want to break out of this little box. We want Bitcoin to do this. If Bitcoin did this, everything could go much higher. This is on the daily chart. But it's still a young coin, so it's hard to get much analysis out of young coins. Coins that come along in the start of bull markets are usually always going to do very well. You can usually pick winners out of bear markets. When you do like Chainlink's never seen a bull market. Chainlink did a 10x in the middle of a bear market. If that's some food for thought. I've never seen anything do a 10x in a bear market. Thanks for the birthday wish. I had a stupid cubicle job that I hated every day before this. So I've been doing this over a year now. But yeah, before that, didn't like it. So I was doing everything I could to try to quit it. Long story. I'm working on a book. I'll put out a book and maybe at the end of this bull market cycle. Not that anybody will read it or care. Yeah, Cam, I posted, I think I posted that I was going live on Twitter about 15 minutes before I went. I think it's on there. Maybe I forgot to actually post it, but I'm pretty sure I did. I put the Bill O'Reilly "We'll do it live" meme. If you guys have never seen that that clip from Bill O'Reilly when his early days when he was starting out, he gets so mad on live TV. He can't say the words right, and he gets angry and yells, "We'll do it live." Go check it out. It's one of my favorites. You gonna buy the book with your link profits? Yeah, I have a feeling. If it will do it live. God, it's like I die. I've watched it 100 times. I still crack up every time. Yeah, a lot of people love the live streams. I'm happy to do live streams. It's just I don't have. I'm only helping 29 people right now. Like I feel like if I make a video, I get 1,000 people watch it. I'm helping 1,000 people theoretically, and I know some people watch these back, but I don't know. I failed to see the huge benefit of live streams. Maybe I'm missing the point. I don't know. Now, if we had 1,000 people watching right now, I'd do this all the time. But when I have 1,000 people help watching, I can't go through each person's requests or questions either. So. CRO, yeah, we did CRO earlier. Someone was asking about it. It doesn't. I don't know. It looks a little sketchy right now. Daniel asked. You guys think live streams help grow a lot? I just don't see. I don't like. I usually get like notifications, like how many people I get afterwards, like how many new subscribers I got, and it's usually like a few at most. Thanks, Tristan. Yeah, I know it takes time. Yeah, one of the people, when I was just starting, when I was thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I was reading like how long it takes to get to 1,000 subscribers, and one lady that's very successful now has like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. It took her 18 months to get to 1,000 subscribers. I was like, oh no. So like I made a video like in early January, the first of the year. My goal was to try to get to 500 by my birthday. And I thought that was even insane. Now we could hit 1,500 by my birthday, which is just way above and beyond. A-Rod doesn't like live streams. Well, why are you on here? Unless you're trying to tell us something. Yeah, Bitcoin. Yeah, I usually put Bitcoin. I think I put BTC in the title, but yeah, maybe I got to work on keywords a little bit more. I don't know. I just feel like you have to have a lot more subscribers to get, because like Ben Cowan, I mentioned earlier that I follow, he has like 110,000 followers, and he still only gets a few thousand. He gets like maybe 1,500, 2,500 people tuning in. So I feel like it's what, like 2%, 2% of your following. So it's kind of concurrent with what I got, right? Yeah, I feel like you're right, Cam. Cam says you gotta almost put like clickbait. I'm trying to do that, like make my thumbnails more like catchy and like word them a little bit different without being like too misleading. Like some of those guys put like Ethereum 30,000 tomorrow. What? Like I don't think I could ever do that. But sorry, I'm just reading the chat as I go. You guys watch these while you're working? That's crazy. That's cool. You watch stuff over and over again. That's good. Where are we looking? Aave's still hanging out. Ada's still chilling. Man, Ada was making a heck of a move. It was up 30% today or something. Link with the Darth Maul candle. All right, well, it's like 7 now. Do we close our daily candles? I guess we did, huh? Let's go look. So Link's still looking fine, guys. So we're still above the 21 day. We're still doing higher lows. Everything's good. Look at the trend line. Until we start breaking this with conviction, not just like a little goose, but 2 consecutive candles to break a trend line on the daily chart before your trend is broken. And then you got to watch out for these, because these are called fake outs. I still think Ethereum's got gas left in the tank. I think we're going to get over 2,000 before we do a retracement with Bitcoin. I don't know what Bitcoin's going to do. Well, we don't want Bitcoin to just take a catastrophic fall. We don't want to see one of these candles. If this comes in red on this side, altcoins will have a knee-jerk reaction and people will panic sell and make it worse. I don't even know what a super chat is. I've seen it on some people's. So I don't even know how to get it. What makes a super chat different than this chat? Does it go faster? I have no idea how to get it. I guess I could research it. So I've seen some people using it. Yeah, Barfly, there's a really good explanation on, I don't know if you guys have listened to Lewis Thomas. He's been around for a long time, for years, like I have. He just put out a video the other day that I thought it was an excellent explanation of how altcoin alt season works. Basically, it's and how the end of bull market cycles and all that. I would suggest you go watch that. He explains it really good. It's only, I think it's only like 10 minutes or so. Lewis Thomas, I'll look that up. But basically, like, it's a trickle down effect. It goes from Bitcoin higher caps to lower caps in order, and then once that happens, people just sell, and basically Bitcoin will retest to 21 week, and then it starts over again. As far as like altcoin cycles and that, but bull market cycles, yeah, just go watch that. It'll take me 15 minutes to kind of explain it in perfect, but you guys know how to get super chat? I'll look it up. I'll try it if you guys are recommending I do that. Thanks, Cam. So I should do music. I guess I could look at it. I tried to do it like my very first video. It's my first video. It's terrible, but I'm keeping it up just because it's, look at my progress. But I tried to play music in my first video, and it just sounded so sketchy. It was like a 3-watt elevator speaker is what it sounded like. It sounded bad. So I gotta, but probably just for live streams though, right? Like music on live streams. Probably not for videos. Let me go look at Joy asked about something about Bitcoin. It's another good question, Joy. You're learning the right questions to ask. So if we look at on the weekly, that's the 21 week, we get a measured move out. So if we're to drop there today, shockingly, 40%. Which matches the average of every move that we retested back in here. This is like 40%, 50%, 30%. They average out to about 40% roughly. Hopefully this market cycle is not quite as severe because we have much higher market cap and more money in the market. Technically, the more money you have in something, the harder it is the less volatile it is. I guess that's the easy way to put it. So if we get a pullback, yeah, if we were to drop there this week, that's 40% from where we currently are. That would not be good. But I don't think we're there yet. I want to see us do like these little candles and just slowly go down, and then have this rise up. Hopefully we can be, I would love to be like at least above 32,000 before we test. Because this is a nice formation. See the market structure right here with this line? If we could somehow hold that and the 21 week kind of curves right here, and we kind of just slowly fall down to that would be very bullish. I think we'd rebound very quickly if something like that happened. And then that's also going to catch people off guard. You guys got to know that there's not a lot of people that know about all that stuff. Just because you've known about a 21 week retest for a year, or if you've been in, not many people knew about that. I had no idea about that when I was starting out. It took me years to like following the right people back in 2017, 2018 and stuff like that, of learning before you figured all that stuff out. There's a lot of dumb money in crypto and in any market. You're best off when we do go into our next bear market in a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is. Invest in expanding your learning capabilities in crypto and how to do this kind of stuff and what to look for, signs. It's best to do that, Because there is going to be another bear market, and it will last for at least a year, in my opinion. Thanks everybody for all the likes. A-Rod says be different. Should I just hold up cars every randomly, just like that? I've sold up random cars. If you guys watch my videos, I do cars the day, every day. I love cars. At the end of this bull market, or yeah, at the end of this cycle in a year or two, I'm buying a supercar. So I'm trying to pick out which one to buy now. I'm rewarding myself for all my years of suffering in a cubicle. My stream is like, my screen on my stream is like about 15 seconds behind what I'm saying right now. So I can like watch me hold up and just watch me hold up that car. Xlm at 43. Xlm moving still? Aave is just off the chain. Yeah, Xlm, we're moving. All right. This is the stairway to heaven, huh? Look at that thing. It's just like concreted up. And we're at all-time highs, so we're in price discovery mode with this, so all bets are off. When you're in price discovery, anything can happen. Especially with these moving averages, we're getting away. This has moved less than a lot of altcoins, so this has plenty of room to go. I think most altcoins are making power moves. They're like 80, 70, 80% above the 21-day moving averages. What was that, 20%? Could have a ways to go on that one. Looking good. Billy Ho, like Billy Horschel? Or did you get that from that? I'm a big golfer too. So when I see Billy Ho, I got to say something about that. A-Rod, you work on Porsche? You like work for Porsche? That's pretty cool. I've done a couple Porsches featured on my videos. GT2RS. Funny. I've already got a car that can beat a GT2RS, so I want something more with doors vertical. Either McLaren or Lambo. What percentage do I hold through the bear market? Just Bitcoin? No. When I see that we're having a blow off top in the end of the whole bull cycle, I will withdraw at least 90% into USDC or USD or both. Yeah, at the end of there's no reason to hold during a bear market. I will be mostly out. Now, I might keep some on the sidelines just for, trading bounces and stuff like that, because you're gonna have some decent bounces and off of big drops in a bear market. But for the most part, I'll be out. I'm gonna get into real estate at the next bear market. I've already planned some stuff. One of my neighbors is kind of a developer, getting into real estate development. Yeah, the SVJ is like my dream Lamborghini, but I don't know if I'm going to drop that much. Depends on how good this market cycle does. If Link gets over 100, yeah, I'll probably get one of those. But yeah, Aventador is kind of like the standard for Lamborghini. I mean, I love the Huracan Lamborghini, but I would think about the dang regular doors every day, and piss me off. So I don't see spending 200-300 grand on a Lambo that doesn't have Lambo doors. But as far as McLaren, I'm looking at the 675 LT, which is limited to 500. Pretty cool. I think you'd always be able to get your money back out of that because it's such a limited car. Or the 720S, which is it's 720S is more, but it's, you know, newer and it's got some pretty cool features. Yeah, maybe in the bear market, maybe I'll make a new channel for like how to do real estate, some stuff like that, or I don't know. We'll see. Or just start a car channel. I love cars so much. Maybe I'll put my real cars in there. I'll link to it all. You have a GSF. Nice. Day trading in a bear market, if you know what you're doing, if you have some experience and know what to look for. But I would say if you have less than 3 to 5 years experience, you can definitely lose money too. But yeah, if you know what to look for, you can always make money like that. But I just choose to like make money off of huge moves and then get out during the bear markets and expand into other markets such as real estate. Yeah, I've still never met any. I've never seen anybody that says they have more link than me. Some people think they do, but I don't say how much I have, but I've seen other people say how much they have, and they haven't beat me yet. So you can do the math on it. You can see what some people are ahead of you, and it's got to be pretty rare. 720, yeah, that's why I started looking at them. 720S has really come down, and I think they will more with the 765 LT just come out, which is like would be a dream to get, but I refuse to pay double for a car that is almost the same as the 720S. 765 looks super badass. One guy on YouTube just got one in my favorite color, like the forget what the exact color is called, Napier green, which is like neon green, like the 675 LT. But yeah, I would love to get one of those. 720S has like the moving dash where it like rotates out at you when you turn the car on. It has like race mode, or it just gives you the shift lights. Pretty sweet. All carbon. I love talking about cars. I could talk about cars all day. A-Rod, I assume you're talking about real life or model cars? I have hundreds of model cars, but real life, I've had a E-Class. I've had an E63. Right now, I have a Tesla Model S Performance. Does 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. So those are fun, but I do miss the engine sound. So that's why I kind of want a supercar. I'll probably trade in my Model S on the new truck next year. I reserve that. Lewis Thomas does look young, but he's been around the block. He's been around for a while. He knows what he's talking about. Yeah, I'll probably trade in my Model S next year for the Cybertruck, and then have that as my daily, and then get like a supercar. I really want the Roadster Model S, or the Tesla Roadster, but that he's dragging his feet. It could be 2 or 3 years before that thing comes out. Yeah, I like Lewis Thomas's personality. I think he's a real honest dude. He just gets a little how do I say it? Monotonous. He's just like gonna talks like this, talks like this, talks like this. It's hard for me to pay attention sometimes. Yeah, I looked at the Tacons. They're badass. They do look sweet. I think they look just as nice or nicer than the Teslas, but I don't want another electric supercar. I want to feel an engine again. Plus, like the Cybertruck 3 motor is what I would get, and that'll beat my car now. It's gonna do 2.5 seconds 0 to 60 in a truck while hauling. I could haul something and still like beat most supercars. It'll probably be faster than whatever super car I get. Someday I'll somehow figure out how to do like a maybe I'll just do like a live stream from my phone someday and do a tour of my Tesla down there. So everything closed good on the daily. Stellar is looking excellent. I mean, we're approaching liftoff again here. Stellar could have some room to run still. If you haven't seen my video on Stellar, go watch it. My #1 video. Hey Rod, you're killing me. Hey Thane, I haven't seen you since like my first live stream, I think. I haven't made many live streams. This is like my 4th or 5th, maybe. We never have that many people. This is a record right now, 37. So we've been on hour and 41 minutes, hour 42. So probably not going to go a whole lot longer, but sure you were, Thane. Surely were. No, I remember. I think Ethereum, what do I think of Ethereum right now? I think it's going to have another move up before a correction. Unless Bitcoin just kicks the bucket, in the next few days. I think Ethereum's still got some gas left in the tank. I think we'll get above 2,000, somewhere between 2,000 to 3,000, honestly. See you, A-Rod. You like my choice of words on gas there? Gas prices have been high lately. Oh, Link looks like it's trying to get something going. We need to get Link back up again. Link is the guy that has to wait to perform when everyone's left the stadium, all the lights are off. Then Link comes out to play and shows off his skills. I expect more out of Link before we drop as well. I think Ethereum, once Ethereum starts moving and then gets, 2K or whatever, its final blow off, hopefully like a move up like that or bigger, like a 20% daily candle, just wax it. Then you're going to start, that's your warning sign that alt season is relatively over, getting ready to end. Ethereum also go maybe for another week, and then you'll get a correction. It's going to happen. It's happened since the dawn of altcoins. So just be ready. That's right, Dayton. That's exactly right. I feel like all coins will be like done pumping, then Bitcoin will be correcting, and the dust will settle, and then Link will just be on a tear. I feel like Link is almost unpredictable and when its move is coming, but you know it's coming. I've got a bunch of money in Link too, but Link is not done. I fully expect Link to be in the top 5 of crypto coins at the end of this cycle, if not top 3. And I don't expect it to leave that for a while. Or ever. I think Link can get easily above 30, if not higher, before we have a pullback. Unless Bitcoin just ends up just crashing tomorrow, next week, whatever. But unless Bitcoin has a huge catastrophic red candle which could happen any day. You got to be ready for that. But if that does happen, then alt season would be over instantly, basically. But if that doesn't happen, then I think Ethereum, Chainlink, all the top 10 will move. Top 20, I should say. Anything over $1 billion will move next, and then after that, you'll have a blow off top from the smaller cap coins. It's kind of how alt seasons work. XLM, Joy, I'm responding to you. If I wasn't in Chainlink, I mean, I like XLM. I think that's still got some good places to go, but also my top 5 personally coins are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, Cardano, Polkadot. If I didn't have any of those, Polkadot would be my... I think Polkadot and Link will kind of dominate this market cycle as far as the top 10 coins. I think XR... We can go look at this. Someone asked me about Chonk earlier. I was like, what? He's probably still on here making fun of me now. He's going to map out his plan to shoot me. So I think Tether will move down a little bit off the list. I think that could actually be out of the top 5 here in the next, year or so. I think Cardano will, could cement itself there, maybe 5. And I think Polkadot and Chainlink will move up that list. I think Binance Coin's okay. I think it's kind of more flavor of the day right now. I think it could be in the top 10. I think Litecoin will move out. I think Stellar could stay right in this area. I think Uniswap will do well. Aave will do well. I don't know what's going on with the thing right now. Avalanche is the next one. This Avalanche was ranked like 100 a month ago. And then it was 40 last week. And then it was 20 last night. So this is making some serious moves. And it's got a $4 billion market cap. So this is, even though it's pumped insanely, I don't know if it's a great time to get in now, but I think this has got some... It's on the radar. Okay, let's put it that way. I think Monero will do well because it's kind of the biggest privacy coin. Tezos I've owned quite a bit at some point. I don't own any now, but actually I own a little bit now. But other than that, I mean, VeChain maybe, if you wanted to pick like a super coin that you could get, like, I guess, a big return out of. But those are, anything beyond that, we're just starting to guess. If that answers your question. Yeah, if I had all my money and I had to pick one coin, like Chainlink would be the coin. Like, I don't see many projects that have a better potential long term. It might take Chainlink years to show its true potential as far as market cap or whatever, but I think eventually it'll be like the big 3 will be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink. If you didn't see my Chainlink video from earlier this week, Monday or Tuesday, I would go watch that on what I think, could happen. I compare it to Ethereum's moves and where it's at now, if you're interested. Yeah, I think this, well, I don't know about this alt season, but I think this market cycle, Cam, will definitely change. Kind of, yeah, I think this market cycle will kind of change the game a little bit as far as the way crypto is viewed to the masses. Hey Robert, yeah, Starlink, yeah, I actually just ordered mine last night. I've yet to pre-order it. Starlink Internet. Yeah, I posted that on my... I don't know if I posted on Twitter or... I think I posted on Twitter. My pre-order. Well, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, well, still at 35. We're holding strong. If you guys haven't liked, please do. It'll help people get... spread the news. Tony Yayo needs... Algo, we covered earlier. Man, Cardano's still rocking. You got a video on Algo, right? Okay. Here we go. So it's looking good. It's busted out of its bowl here, right? Yeah, this is a nice move. This has potential to go higher, as most coins do, but so Algo is now 38% above its 21-day. And you get above our weekly, we're really getting up there. 111%. Anytime you're 111% above, over 100% above your 21 week, I'd say you're don't have a whole lot room to go. Maybe I could see getting up in this area, but just depends on what Bitcoin's going to do. If Bitcoin can stay level, alts can still run for another few weeks or a month or whatever it is. But look at these waves. So like a baby wave, calm down, bigger wave, calm down, bigger wave. It's a pretty cool pattern to see. Nice. Yeah, we want Bitcoin to kind of stay at this level, slow bleed, and then altcoins can really boom again. Have another big move up, as if some of them aren't already, but Chainlink seems to be moving a little bit. Finally back over 27 since the drop. Getting ascending higher lows. You'll see this move back up. We want to get back above 28, whatever our all-time high was, 28.65. Need to do that in the coming next day or two to continue the pattern. You can just see we just move like in cyclical waves here. Very ebb and flow. Chainlink's the chill guy until he's not, right? Until he makes these moves. Chainlink needs to have like these big drops before he can recover. Seems like just kind of stays around until he decides to show up for basketball practice and drain 9 threes in a row. I have no plans to sell any Chainlink yet. I'll wait for the signal. I use a bunch of indicators as well, so that kind of tell me. I don't really sell on prices. I sell based on when my indicators tell me to sell. And current risk levels. So I still think we have time to go. I'll help you guys with all that. I'll do live streams if I think, the sky is falling tomorrow or whatever. I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. Or I'll make a video on some warning signs, something like that. So don't worry, but I'm certainly not selling any before like we get some kind of blow off top. If we don't get a blow off top or some kind of super extension, a 20% move of a Chainlink in a day, anything until we get some kind of major move up like this, I'm not even considering selling any link. And when I do sell, if I sell any, it would only be after a huge move up, and then I would only sell like maybe 5% of my stack, and only hopes to buy back lower. That's what I've been doing for a few years, and I've accumulated a nice stack of link. All right, we've been going about 2 hours. I kind of try to cut them off at 2 hours just because they got family and everything. So I'd like to go see them. Things get out of hand the next few days. Maybe we'll do another live stream. I'll do a video. I have more videos, so I'll do another video in the morning, video in the afternoon. We make 10 videos a week if you're new here, at least, then plus a live stream. So 10, 12 videos a week. Everything's free. Just like and subscribe. Follow me along. I'll help you. I'll help spread the news that there are YouTubers that aren't just trying to scam you or hype everything to the moon. He's right here. Follow me. Doing good. We've got 400 new subscribers in the past few days, so seems to be blowing up. I appreciate you guys for being here. That's it for now. I will see you on the next one, or just look for my videos the rest of the week. Yeah, I'll check mine out real quick since we're getting some begging going. I'm trying to type quick. How fast did you hit the enter button? Oh my god. It's like the last time we looked at this, it was probably like right in this area, right? Because this line I did not draw since last time. Wow. That's on a weekly. That will get this going. Yeah, it's looking like a lot of other altcoins. This is looking nice as well. Looking nice ascending wedge, right? Right here, and then you got, I could get it going. You don't have any candles closing up here, but you got relatively flat top, right? Like a little haircut. Still looking bullish. As long as Bitcoin's the market controller. If it spikes up or spikes down, you're in trouble. Nobody's going to see it coming. So if it doesn't do that, this has got a potential to break out of this even more. But again, like I've tried to keep harping on, the more extended you get above your moving averages, 21 day, 21 week. This doesn't even have a weekly moving average yet. So like I said, the younger coins are hard to get a solid TA on, but that's what I see on this one. I mean, this looks like a perfect outline of a flag. So yeah, that I don't see any warning signs in this. So good luck with that. I will. My son Carson. Yeah, he'll. I have a feeling they want to. Chloe was on earlier. That's my little kid, my girl. But yeah, I will do. Thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all. 2 hours live stream. I think we had a record. I think we had almost 50 people at one time. So that's it for now. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Truman Show, guys. Get it. Thanks, guys.